blow your fucking head off.
Yeah. It's that time, bitches. It is time for the rollout. It is time. It is now time for the rollout. So, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know you, nigga.
Ready.
Are you ready?
It's rollout live.
We're waiting on our leader.
It's rollout live with Speedy and Friends, and I'll be
Speedy. Who cares? Oh,
You want to get involved, nigga?
yeah, okay.
Shout out to
okay.
rehearsal.
I don't have no water, so I didn't think I was.
Oh, pass some yours.
Got some water now. Let's try it again there, G, Mizzle. It is rollout live with Speedy and Friends, and I'll be
Speedy.
Yeah.
Y'all be
Friends. Not really.
Friends.
You want to get involved?
Yeah.
What did you do? Up in
Waiting on
there.
my
See
cue.
the
Bitch.
kind of friend you have.
In the house we got
G-Mac.
Turn
G
him up,
Mizzy.
Mm-hmm.
We like to keep the pain inside. In the house we got
Speaking of pain.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Wanzer.
Who you, Little Red Riding
He's
Hood?
a
What the fuck going on
straight
now?
pain in the ass.
Better not go to L.A. then.
I know, for real.
Get him
Inglewood. Don't hit Inglewood, nigga.
No, Inglewood's fine.
No, that's blood territory. Over there by Centinela. Nigga, that's Bloods.
That's
You
red.
got a gang map?
Oh, that's right. My bad. I'm sorry.
It's all
I'm sorry.
right.
Okay, no, rolling 60s. My bad.
All right.
Rolling 60s. My bad.
In the
You
house
got
we
a
got
gang green book?
In between the Crips and the Bloods.
hilarious.
On blood, cut.
In the house we got
What up, though? Katrina M. Harris, a.k.a. Trina with the Truth. Hey.
Okay.
You got a middle initial.
She
She
got
must be
a
a
whole
truth
intro.
about what?
The truth.
I gotta get my step
Beep,
up
beep,
my
beep,
Well, we'll find out what the truth is. In the house we got
Nikki Pam in the building.
That's it.
That's it. I you know. At least I added it in the building.
In the house we got
Chelsea Perry, straight out of Houston, Texas.
Houston,
Yeah,
Texas.
you gotta hear that.
Fourth ward in this
No,
motherfucker.
sir. Houston.
Oh,
I need you to
wow.
come down a little bit. On
Katy, Texas. Oh,
Oh, this is-
No, that's the edge.
that's the
okay.
edge. Okay.
It's amazing how she instantly don't like you, Mark. Just right away.
It happens all the
Shoot
time. It happens
shot.
all the time.
Wanzer must like her. He's hating already.
I do like her.
Plant seeds of hate.
She's
You don't-
likable.
Yeah.
She's
You
definitely
don't want
likable.
him.
Yeah, he likes dudes.
Wanzer doesn't earn his. He
What's
wins by
In the house we
process
got
of
In the
elimination.
house we got
Mark Howard representing. How you
Yeah.
doing there?
What are you representing?
You all right?
Light skinned people.
We got the yellows in the building.
Right.
Hey, yellow.
There it goes. At the marble table, the one, the only, the honorable.
So
Oh my
racist.
God.
Shalom to the people.
My son works
Shalom.
as he should.
Shalom.
We have royalty in the building.
Speedy, you're not royalty.
What, who, Nick?
Technically.
You don't have to refer.
He did come from the king.
Ah,
Our
He
leader.
is a seed of the king.
Are you
King
sure
of
he look
Donuts.
like his mama? He don't look like you.
Okay, Mark. Just keep throwing them out, nigga. One to hit.
Vintage.
Just keep shooting, nigga. You'll
So
hit
you got-
somebody.
Did I hit something personal?
No, nigga. Just keep shooting. You'll hit something. G-Mac in the building.
Yeah, that is right.
Now,
Mr. G-Man.
if you were listening to the beginning of the show, that was the Polyester Players. Man, when I tell you, we go back. That will be what, 90?
It's okay.
You got to be more careful.
Did you fall?
She tried. She just dropped her phone. She tried the video.
Can we focus on G-Man?
She need to work on her selfie skills.
Right.
Grab your phone. I'm going to go this way. Ready? And go.
And action. Background.
That's what we're here to do. Focus
That's when you failed. What happened? Girl, I slipped. G-Mac in the building. Polyester Players.
Yes.
Round of applause, please. Polyester Players will never be one and only. Players don't cry.
For real, nigga.
I must say, G, that was a great time. It was 94, 95?
I started in 95.
Turn his mic up.
Probably when we really like start hanging out. The times you talking about was probably like 98.
98?
98.
Man.
Time, yeah.
And I think when I came, Tina Marie and Rick was there.
I was there for
when
one
Rick
of those.
got out of prison.
Yeah, he got out and he came.
straight there, and him and
Man, they got on stage.
Did Fire and Desire with us, like
Nigga.
Wow.
straight out of prison.
And I think from that point on, maybe before, but from that point on, it was a line around the corner.
it was a line around the corner.
Every night. I mean, every time they performed. it
Tuesday
was-
nights, every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Everybody came.
Everybody.
And it was weird because it was in West Hollywood. It was a weird place to be in line in West Hollywood, nigga. They be like, "Where you going?" In this club.
Well, I was
Started
more
singing
the
Who Was Who
one
in
on
West
Pico.
Hollywood.
yeah, but
I remember. I
Yeah.
was not there.
You know, I started working at that club, Speedy.
huh?
There was an intern over at Motown, and they were saying, you know, they wanted to start a Motown night.
Okay.
And Stevie Wonder and everybody's gonna come. It's gonna be like this Motown jam, Mo Jazz.
Motown.
Mo Jazz.
Yeah,
I remember
Mo
they
Jazz.
started that label. Yeah.
And so you remember Sleepy Richmond? You remember Sleepy?
Yeah.
Sleepy. So Sleepy was like, "Hey man, we gonna do this thing, man. We need a band.
Is that Will?
So come over there."
No.
Oh.
So I came over.
Oh
there.
yeah, that's Will.
Will.
Yeah,
Will
that's
Will.
Hodgman.
Cop Will.
That's
Yeah.
Will. That's
Yeah.
Cop Will. Police.
Yeah. I'm like, huh?
And so
thought
we
he worked
came
for-
there
I should text him
and
to
we
here.
and we worked there for like 3 weeks straight, like on a Tuesday. And I didn't and I never to get no money. So he was
That
like,
sounds
"Hey
like
man,"
Will.
I turned, no, he said, you know, invoice Motown. So I invoiced him by the third invoice. I didn't get no money, and I called him. They said, "Oh, we didn't tell him to do that," and so I never got paid. And so then me and the owners were sitting there, and I said, "Hey man, I got this other idea," and that's how it started.
Yeah.
Answering FaceTime.
Hold on. Because that's G-Mac over there. That's G-Mac.
You owe him some money.
Who was that?
That's
That's
Will.
Will.
That's Will.
Hey,
Sleepy Richmond.
Get your money.
Damn, nigga, do I look that old?
This nigga look like a hobbit. Where have you been, nigga? Are you in hiding?
No, man, I'm working, bro. I'm working.
As what? Chris Kringle? What the fuck are you doing, nigga?
And Will, this gentleman has an invoice for you.
Yeah, I was
He said he
telling the
never got
story
paid.
about Luna Park, how I started there for Mojazz and turning them invoices and didn't get nothing.
He said you Barry Gordy them.
Hilarious.
It was over my pay grade, bro.
Okay.
All right, bye, Will. Love you.
Like, we out, nigga. We don't spend time on the phone. So what was you supposed to get paid?
I don't even remember. But just, you know, regular like bands.
Whatever the
maybe
band
about
shit.
800, 500, 600. I don't even remember at that time.
I remember me and Fox came and we were like, nigga, this I get down every Tuesday. Because we didn't know you
real.
guys at the time.
I did.
No, yes, you did.
No, I'm saying like know y'all to be like
You
getting
mean
in free.
early.
We couldn't get in free. We had to wait till we got in, and then after that, nigga, we just cut through the line. Excuse me, Speedy. Excuse me. I'm with the band. And so yeah, and that's at the gig is where I met the little midget. Remember the little
The one you hit?
yeah. He's
We're
was
small
she cute?
people. You
Was
can't
she cute?
say midget.
Yeah, you're supposed to
Tell,
say little
tell the
person.
truth. Jig, was she cute?
Yeah, but all y'all was trying to holler at her. All the guys in the band, I was like, hey, man. this
They were fighting over a midget.
there's fine, full-size women there. Like,
Fine, full
Speedy.
size.
Well, you know, you had to go with his, pay grade.
Oh, that's funny.
You still
Below the
knocking down
kneecap.
midgets?
Right.
You still knocking down small people?
If they
Everybody's
if they
small
around,
compared to his ass.
Yeah, if you keep shooting, you're gonna hit something, nigga.
I knock him down too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Knocking
we don't
them
take nobody
down.
off the list. If you're on the list, you're on the list.
Yeah.
You're on the list. Trust me.
Whatever makes you happy.
You
No,
on the
no,
list.
no. You can't go from bite size to full size.
Oh. Sound like
you're into biting.
Sound like you might have had a chance, maybe. You fucked it up with your midget story. I was kidding about my midget
He out
story.
here making. They out here making midget moves.
Midget moves.
Midget moves.
Y'all know midget. We can't.
Mini moves.
Yeah, we're not
We need
supposed to say
an
that,
800
Pam.
Little people move.
Yeah.
So, from the day you started it till I guess the band kind of dissipated.
Can we rephrase that?
I know. I know what.
From the day Will scammed you.
Hilarious. From the
Truth
day you guys
is-
started was about how long? You guys stayed together about what? 20 to 15?
yeah, probably about 15.
15?
Can you lift it up a little bit?
Yeah, 15 years.
There you go.
Yeah,
Damn.
I would say, yeah.
And is that how you visioned the band to be when it was all said and done?
It was funny, man. I went to see a guy named Jim Oppenheimer, who is that's Boney James, the jazz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
Boney
his real
James.
name. It's Jim Oppenheimer. So I went
Wow.
to see Jim.
Come on,
so
Black
my
History.
Got rid of that shit.
Okay.
And so and I went to see him like at this jazz club on Lancashire.
Mhm.
And I was just sitting there eating. I was like, man, this is boring as shit
Mhm.
to myself.
Yeah.
And I said, what needs to happen is this. And I saw the whole vision in my mind, like as I was sitting there. Like saw it.
Yeah.
And then I just started putting the pieces together. And
Who was the first person you recruited?
God, it wasn't Terry though.
Wasn't Terry?
I don't. Just the band guys that I was
Yeah.
kind of playing around with. Yeah.
So the vision was that you with the 70s type of vibe because you did more.
Yeah.
You took it back to that old school.
Yeah. It was
funk.
kind of half. We kind of dressed like with '70s, like leisure suits on the top and then like jeans on the bottom.
But you never played 70s
Polyester?
music. I'm saying like somebody else's music. You guys still
Yes, we
played
did.
your
Yeah.
music.
No, we played Parliament and stuff all the time.
Okay.
Like Parliament, and we played the funk songs.
You did some
all-
covers.
Well, by the time I
Ohio
got
players,
there,
Ohio
by the time-
players.
It was a good mix, right?
Yeah, it was a mix.
It was a
we
mix,
had,
I remember.
we ended up recording a record, and we was doing a lot of records. But
Mm.
a lot of stuff we did, kind of our way. Like Pass the Peas was our biggest, like one of the biggest things. Da 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 da. And that's James Brown. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Fred Wesley and the Horny
Yeah.
Tones. So yeah. We did
Wow.
all kinds
Now, when you did those, did you have to go get permission? Because now you pretty much got to ask if you could use the beat.
Not
or whatever.
performing it live.
Well, no, I mean,
No, sometimes
if you're covering a song, there's a standard thing for it. You just kind of gotta like go to Harry Fox and file it. There's a statute of 15% of they get. It's a
but for a live
But if you-
performance or in the club?
It's called an interpolation. A sample is when you actually take the physical record and sample it. But
Right.
When you replay it, it's called a cover.
Yeah.
So a cover, there's a statute for the cover. So you just
And
sign up and pay.
what
that.
did your album end up doing?
What do you mean?
What did it go? Gold? What do you think it did?
No, when I did, I mean, it was the streets. I mean, it wasn't like I didn't have no deal. I mean, I got offered a deal with Motown, but I passed on it. But I didn't have a deal, so it was just really the streets and like. When
If you had to, what do you think it did to this point?
I can't even. I don't know. I mean, I probably maybe 20,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
The phone, we don't have them on yet, Will.
I think we have more than that.
Will said he got a story. Can we turn on the phone? Will got a story. I guess he
Oh,
remembers something
shit.
with Smack.
We'll want to tell one of them thick
Maybe
ass.
found a check to pay.
Yeah, he might
But
pay.
now, but
I hope
now
you call him with a
Speedy-
routing number.
So if you're listening, man, Nick, can you put that Polyester Players album in there? Is it in there? I think it is in there. All right, so you get a chance, go get the Polyester Players. You can download it on all platforms. That's one for sure. You can get all.
And
Why does this nigga
now
text
that
me?
is
Band,
literally
old school
funk
style
music.
music.
Yeah.
Funk.
Pilots Players is like that.
Yeah.
Say it again.
You like the old school band, the style, the '70s funk, some of the '80s. That's
And I
what
think
it's
with
about.
Go-Go, you guys just added more Caribbean sound to it.
percussion beat.
Yeah.
That wasn't Caribbean, but it was just
With the,
percussion emphasis, conga drums.
Because I remember I was in D.C. I went to one of them clubs, nigga, they played that shit all night. I said, I can do 2, maybe 3 Go-Go songs. I can't do them all night.
Well, a go-go song is a song,
But I mean, it's the songs that you
live
know, but they have a
performances,
go-go
they just
beat
kept
on
a
it.
beat behind.
Yeah.
That was the concept
Yeah.
with Chuck Brown. The concept was just to keep the party going in between songs because bands would play the song, stop, then get ready to do the next.
Just
one.
next second. Yeah.
Go-go bands would have the beat going on behind it to keep you dancing, and then just ease into the next song.
Yeah.
The next one, the next one.
Go-Go
It's a-
was started by Mr. Magic. You know the jazz song Mr. Magic?
No.
You know?
Maybe I do.
Grover Washington?
Oh, yes,
Oh,
yeah.
Grover.
Mr. Yeah.
Junior.
Ooh, y'all
That's
naming
how it
all them.
started off that. Go-Go started off that.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of
Rest in peace,
polyester,
Chuck
is this a
Brown.
polyester velvet blend on the walls? Or
Yeah,
talk
yes,
to me about it.
Yeah, this is
It's,
this came off my bed.
Okay.
That's why I smell like that. I was
Seem too familiar with that smell, young lady.
Your Pinky Tuscadero. Love your Fonzie jacket. It's cute.
Now about the time when I met y'all, Speedy, though, like when I was producing comedy shows, man.
Yeah, I remember.
I met you guys.
Yeah, and now you're doing stand-up.
I am.
It's crazy. Full
Oh,
circle.
you are now?
I am, yeah.
Oh,
And
that's
Speedy
tough.
wants
How
to learn
long
to
you?
play the guitar now, so it's kind of.
He's trying. He ain't got no
You
plug
said you
for
wanted
it.
to play the guitar.
He ain't got no
It's not
strings on his
plugged.
guitar.
It's strings, but it ain't no
Pam.
plug. So
I gotta find a plug. All right, tell everybody what you doing, man.
What I'm doing. I'm in here with my friends and these funny people here today. No.
That means
I'm
nothing.
doing comedy, stand-up comedy all over. I graduated film school since I saw you last.
Oh,
And
wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah, woo.
To be director, writer, what are you doing?
Listen, first actress, comedian, writer, in that order.
what school did you go to?
I
Gregory?
went to Columbia College Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah. So good
Congratulations.
Got you a
times.
diploma.
Yeah, I'm proud of that. It's hard to go back to school.
Yeah,
I
ones that
can't
never
imagine.
went. Anyway, they never graduated.
I never went in
Hard
the
to
first
go
place.
there.
I can't even go back.
You got the 6th grade. Said this shit hard.
Algebra,
color?
what is this?
So what's next for you?
Well, I'm telling these jokes up at these LA comedy clubs, and it's going pretty well for me. But just recently finished a show on the OWN network called All the Single Ladies. That was really cool.
So you told your story about your relationship. Is that the one about the?
It is. All the truth has been
Has it come out yet? Because
Yes.
I DVR them. I mean, or whatever you call it nowadays.
Yes, we've made it to.
I don't know what the fuck.
Thanks for watching, Pam. DVR
Recorded
it.
it. I take recorded
Pam
it.
said, I Betamax it.
You stream it.
I put it on my reel.
Watch
on
it
the
when
reel.
I watch it when I put a laser disc it. Watch it when I get home.
God
Ouch.
damn.
I don't know what the fuck you got.
Somebody in
I
the time
8-track
warp.
it.
I ain't tracking.
Voice memo on my phone. Playing.
Well, you gonna be on Johnny Carson because I'll watch that with you on Johnny Carson.
Ouch. Technology.
So, what I was trying to say. So, is the episode out yet, or?
Yes, I'm on episode 4, Why Women Cheat, and the season finale has come out too. So all of the episodes have aired.
Let's not go past that shit.
As he grabs my hand,
What-
that's the name
what
of the
was your
episode.
reason- what was the
That's
reason why-
name.
what was
I don't-
the reason why
I
you
didn't
cheated?
edit it, and I didn't pick the titles.
Got it.
I don't
What was
know
your
You
reason?
didn't pick why you cheated.
What was the reason why you cheated?
Here's what you got to know. The truth is,
Wow.
I
Explanation.
cheated. I'm very accountable.
Go ahead.
People cheat when something's
No,
going on.
I'll,
with
I'll
them.
be the judge of your accountability.
I cheated because something was going on with me. Didn't matter what else was happening in my world.
Okay.
Something happened with me, and I kind of snapped. And
You got horny.
nobody's
somebody.
perfect.
You got horny and you want?
No.
What?
I mean, yeah. Was it a sex thing?
Wow.
Was it, just
Y'all
Y'all
bored?
gotta watch
he
the
there?
episode.
I'm saying I don't want a spoiler alert.
It's already
But
out.
she said it came out, right?
Yeah, you got to stream it.
Stream it.
You got to stream
I
it.
will not.
Support it.
Can you give us a clue?
A clue to what? Mary,
why you
things
cheated?
happen. What do you mean?
Well, just be a general concept.
I haven't been married. I don't know.
I really couldn't tell you why I snapped. I was at my breaking point.
So you call it snap, not cheating.
What do you mean? I called it cheating.
But she snapped. That's why she cheated.
You asked me why.
I'm sensing some sensitivity here.
I know.
There is
Feel like we
none.
didn't pick the scab on
I
this
know. I'm
one.
like, she
You the one
Nah.
who you the one who cheated. What you mad at me for? you
You fuck. I ain't.
got an attitude with me because you cheated.
That's what I'm saying.
I think you
Use
guys
the
are
term-
upset because you don't know why. I think the male ego won't allow them to understand
Well,
why.
the point I want to know was when you got mad and you snapped.
I
you
didn't get
said,
mad.
Can I get? Whoa.
Oh.
This wasn't an anger fuck. This wasn't an anger fuck.
What,
Do we have security here?
what did you snap?
Hey,
what caused you to snap?
I had way too much going on, and I was very unhappy, and I wasn't honest with myself
So
about
a
a
different
bunch of
dick
things.
made you happy.
It didn't make me happy. I wasn't seeking happiness when I did it. I was reckless when I did it.
Was he
Sometimes
happy?
we get
That's
reckless.
deep.
Hold on. What were you seeking?
I wasn't seeking anything. I was on some, I don't care anymore. I don't even care.
I'm going to fall on his dick. I don't even care no more.
I don't care no more.
This what we doing today? This what we doing today? Okay. Hey, let's do it then. Let's do it.
Look, I want you to snap. That's what I want.
You want her to follow your dick?
No.
I need you to get angry. That's what I need.
Joseph
we
McVeigh
ask
said,
this question as men, and the thing is that the concept is men just cheat because we dogs, whatever, and women y'all cheat because you have a reason, like there's a valid reason for it, and it's bullshit.
It's not bullshit.
You didn't hear me
What'd you
say.
cheat for?
I haven't cheated, but I have been privy to multiple friends who have been in
You've
a
never
breaking
cheated.
point. Never.
Ever.
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 I haven't.
Never wanted
I'm
to.
a
Shut the
cancer.
fuck
I've never cheated. Why?
I'm very sensitive like that.
See, they ain't ready for the truth. They just gonna, you ask these women a
no,
question, then
right,
they
and
tell
then you
you,
gonna tell
then they
us.
gonna look at both of you like you're lying.
Right.
Like,
right.
Thank
Come
you.
on.
I agree with you.
Okay, I'll look like.
Shut up. I'm full of it.
ain't he?
So never
But you
cheated.
can't be mad. That usually works.
Never cheated. Never cheated. Cheated once or just a couple times.
Cheated once. That's all
One
it
time.
took.
You,
Yeah.
Did you feel bad afterward? Did you cry? Like
It was the worst decision I ever made. But let me tell you something.
Who you talking to?
Everything in my life. I'm talking to.
Oh,
what
I
do you
thought you
mean?
was pointing at the nigga.
No.
You're talking to me
fucking
and looking
you.
at me like it's
Even
Like you fuck.
in life, even you think it's your worst mistake, it's all working for your good. I'm very thankful for the incident. I'm not thankful for who I hurt and what happened, the trauma that came out of it, but I would not be this person today without that.
She seems very remorseful. You would do good in court. Judges
What?
like to see
I mean, it
remorse.
is a
I'll
rare
do good
thing
in
for
life.
women to cheat, though. I will say that.
What'd you say, Nick?
I don't know about red.
I said it's a rare thing for women to cheat. It is. I mean, the percentages, I'm sure. What's the percentage, man?
That's actually not true, Pam.
Don't even try to make it up.
That's not true.
That is not true.
That's not
Who
true.
cheats
I'm
more?
saying the percentage between men and women to cheat has
That's
to be.
not true. You want me to tell you why?
Impossible, Nick.
You want me to tell you why?
Impossible.
It's
Just
impossible.
Google it before you start.
No, I don't need to Google it.
Are you married?
No.
Nobody
Okay,
would
tell
marry
us
me.
why
said that
unmarried.
earlier.
Tell us why unmarried.
Because of the numbers. I go by percentages. Now let me tell
Go
you
ahead.
why women cheat more than men.
Come on, Wanda.
That's not true.
Come on now, listen up.
Why not? Why? How do you know it's not true?
I believe that they do.
Because I don't.
She believes that they do. Now let me tell you why.
She don't want to believe.
It's a very logical reason, and that can't be denied. It's on paper. You can look it up.
More women than men.
Okay, 70 to 80% of all women file for divorce, and we all know that women don't leave until they have another man, usually.
Yeah, you're right.
And
Good point.
women leave. Women fuck because they actually like the dude. Dudes fuck because they were leaving the gym and they saw a big ass. They're never gonna leave their wife. They're never gonna leave their family.
We're trying to.
In Wanda's crude way, that's true.
So look up the numbers. 70, 80% of women are the ones who leave men. Women leave men. Men don't leave
We
women.
didn't say leave. We said cheating. We're talking about the actual.
I know.
'Cause you
so
cheated
women,
before,
by the
you
time a
left with
woman
the nigga you
files for
cheated
divorce,
with.
she's already got
That
another
don't mean-
dude.
That's
When
not
I
true.
filed for divorce, I didn't have another man.
But that's
Thank
you.
you.
I didn't have another.
There's still another
Well, she can only
20%.
get
We're not
It's a
saying everybody.
breaking
We're not saying
point.
everybody.
Speaking
But I'm saying,
hypothetically, I want to
typically,
see
if
these
we're filing
numbers.
For a divorce, I'm at a breaking point.
Aren't we all?
No, if I'm
If
filing,
anybody filed
Can't
for
speak
divorce
for
at
us
a breaking
all.
point.
Right.
no, some
I'm
I've
looking it up.
men leave women
Please,
for
Pam.
other.
How long
for
That's a
other
break.
women.
That's
How
a
long
breaking
was that?
point.
3 years.
But when you say men leave women
What's that
for
face
other
for?
women,
Wait, what's that?
There ain't no time.
It wasn't, but I was done
Why were you done?
because I was unhappy, very, very, very unhappy.
Happiness is important to a woman.
why?
Or two? How about to everybody?
Hold on.
Great
Do you
question,
think
Wanzer.
You
Great
said it like
question.
it's,
You know what
it's
should be-
important to you only.
have
You know what should be
percentages.
important to you?
What?
Your family, your kids being raised in a 2-parent household.
Great point,
Forget your
Wanzer.
happiness. You need to set that
Forget-
aside.
I can't.
Okay, let me
it's-
speak.
No,
Let
no,
me speak.
I don't believe in staying together for the kids. That's
What?
bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
Because your children pick up on
I
it.
agree.
Children are extremely smart. So I would never
Okay,
live
so let
in
me-
a misrole.
Wanzer, can I jump in?
dynamic for
I
kids.
agree. I
I'm gonna give her one more number
I have
when
the
you're done, Nick.
Can I
percentage.
jump
Just to
in?
let y'all
I
know.
got a percentage on this too.
Go ahead.
Do you know if you look at all the kids in prison, foster homes, committing crimes, you know what the common denominator is? Single parent home. So I feel what y'all saying about happiness, right? But like when I got married, me and my wife sat down and discussed this. This ain't about happiness. We got a plan to have a black family and to give a good example to the world and make it work. It ain't about us being happy every day. It's gonna be ups and downs.
not even
Aw, that's
realistic.
so
Well,
sweet.
happy every
Right.
day doesn't mean you
But-
can't have
Y'all want-
happiness.
Hold on.
give y'all one more
Hold
number.
on, but that's what I'm saying. That's how I went into it. So we don't have any expectation. It's gonna be days she don't like me. I don't like me every day. So I'm not delirious to somebody else being tired of me. Like I'm not clueless to that. So when she have her moments, I give her space.
How old are you?
37,
And you made that decision at what age?
5 years ago.
So 32. I was 24. That's also part of it, is not being mature
Yeah,
enough and
yeah.
self-aware
To understand.
enough to make that decision.
I wouldn't
So for
let
sure,
anybody 24
we
get
had
married.
conversations.
You were 24
too.
when you got married, or 24 when you got divorced?
24 when I got married. We had sat down, had multiple conversations about what we wanted from each other, what we thought it would look like, and all of those things. But we were just too young. We were just too young.
Okay, let me go with my percentages because that backs up what you're saying.
Come on, Pam.
According
Googled
to the
something.
General Social Survey, men are more likely to cheat than women, with 20% of men and 13% of women reporting having sex with someone else other than their partner while still
Women
married.
lie.
Okay, however, the gender,
That's all that means.
however, the
Ego.
gender gap varies per age. So you're saying per age, and you guys are both saying the same thing, the per age thing. But at the end of the day, men cheat more. We need some backup.
That's not true.
I disagree 100%.
I
That
got-
men
I got-
cheat
I
more?
disagree.
This is February 8th,
as a-
You don't think men
2023.
cheat
I'm gonna say
more?
this is why. I don't think it's one or the other. I think human beings are human beings. Like everybody has their desires or whatever,
Okay.
right? So let's just put that on the table. Let's just say everybody's equal on that plane, right? Everybody, men and women, have their ups and downs. They want to see with other people. Who has better opportunities to do so? Women. So just based off of that, I don't.
More options or more opportunities?
Both.
We don't have
Because
one.
Women
here's my
normally
thing.
had
Just-
kids.
Y'all be thinking just because dicks is coming at us all the time, oh my God, we want them all. A lot
No.
of them be trash.
But that's still no. That's
don't
your,
mean I want
There's
it.
only
that's-
one way to find out if it's trash.
But that you're making.
No,
You
I
gotta
can
fall
look
on
at
it.
you
You gotta
niggas.
fall on it.
I
Yeah.
can look at you niggas and know.
No,
I
but-
don't got to.
I'm
Men
just
have
speaking
more
about-
freedom.
Well,
In a
look at
family
Speedy.
unit, men
Trash.
have more freedom.
Trash dick. You got trash dick,
Trash.
Speedy.
Wow, Speedy, trash dick.
In the
I'm
day-to-day
not.
comings, is in the day-to-day comings and goings in a marriage, the man have more freedom. The woman is normally coordinating what the kids got to do and what we doing next, what vacation we taking. That man only has to concern himself with himself most of the time.
You're saying that
so
like
I'm saying that men
it's a chore.
I'm only saying that men
It
have
is a
more
chore.
opportunity.
But it's a chore
to
you
cheat.
chose.
But
And
it's
back
still
to
a
the
chore.
happiness. Back to
You
the
didn't choose that. You didn't choose to take care of the house and the
She
family.
already don't
You
like
got
you,
married.
Mark.
Still
If
a
we don't do it, who
chore.
gonna do
It's
it?
still a chore.
Say again.
If we don't do it, y'all not gonna do
Okay,
it.
but
Thinking
I'm
you're
sorry. Let's go back to the time you chose to get married. You understand what it entitles when you're living together. When you chose to have children, you understand what it
Didn't you choose
entitles to raise those children. Those are the things you know. You know you have a child and the child gonna raise itself. So all those are choices you
Are
make.
you
I'm not
married?
entitled to
Mark
get
talking to his
frustrated.
ex-wife.
Are you married?
No,
Where you at?
Sound like it.
Sound- Where you?
Miserable.
How many years?
2 times
How many
Oh.
years? Give them to me.
all together.
Yeah.
3 days.
Well, now you gotta count them.
They were annulments.
Here's what I'm getting
No,
at. Mark.
I was married for the first one 2 years, the other one 4 years.
Okay. Here's what
Make
I'm
that same
saying.
stupid face at him that you did me.
That part.
Yes,
He already
That
knows
part.
he been there. When I got married,
Now he got a poker face.
Show
My
him your
point, all
stupid
I'm
face.
saying.
and I did the breaking up.
Okay, so you filed for divorce both times.
Yes, indeed.
Well, we don't have their.
Actually, no,
We don't have
Do you
their.
hear? So your stats
no,
is
the
all
second
We
wrong.
don't have their
The second one she
statements.
did.
My
The
point
second
is-
I
one,
find it
my
hard to
second one.
believe he left.
Many times.
Wanda, shut up.
She
Here's
said,
the,
me
here's
too.
the imperfection about humans, okay? We think
Humans.
we know what something is until we do it.
There you go.
You thought you knew what marriage was, and then you got married. You thought you knew what parenthood was, then you had a kid. It's nothing like what you thought it was.
Actually,
so from that
I
perspective,
thought I knew what
you
my
may
wives
need
were
to-
until I married them.
You may need to regroup and adjust. All it takes
No.
for a good marriage is 2 givers and 2 forgivers. If you're getting married to get, hang it up right then. That's it. That's
I'll
not
say
no
this.
comment.
I'll
in.
say this. You know,
Sound
usually when
deep,
I hear people,
but there's,
especially-
there's a little more to that.
Hold on, Mark. When I hear people talk about kids, because I love all my kids, and I was happy each
How
one
many of
came.
them are there?
8. I was happy
you sure?
each one came. The thing,
got
what
hot
I'm
in
trying
here
to
so
get to
quick.
is, I've always heard this thing about, oh, I got kids, I hate my kids, I hate when they come home.
Who says that shit?
Trust me, I've heard it on TV. I don't want to blast nobody out, but people say it on TV and everybody goes, oh, they clap for them, goofy and shit like that. When you have a child, it is a blessing. Yeah, there's other shit. It's like having a car. Shit gonna happen to your car. You still love the car. You're gonna have to put gas. The motor gonna fuck up. It's all kind of shit happens to the
electricity.
car. But the same thing with kids. I never looked at my kids like, fuck these motherfuckers. No.
Well, you didn't.
How did we get here?
Even when they
And
were
I was-
teenagers.
Who said
Even when they
something
were
bad about their
teenagers.
kids?
Let's all try not to talk over each other. But okay, so you never look. I get that. But at the end of the day, was she saying women? Or you? I think you said it. Women are taking most of the responsibility. I'm
No, they
sure you
not.
didn't.
No, they not.
You did not do everything
Yes, I did,
that
Pam.
them mamas
Can't
did
say
for
that
their
about
Yes,
them.
I
children.
did.
I can
Damn
actually.
sure can't say
Yes,
about
I
Speedy
did.
or
I
myself.
I was there.
His child is here.
Damn, I did.
I was.
That one
You
don't
can't
count.
say
I
that
was
about, you
actually
can't say
there.
that about Speedy or me.
I was actually there,
That's for
so I
sure.
can speak on this.
Mm-hmm.
No, my pops came and got us, and
But was that 24/7? Because
so look, I'll tell
for a
you,
woman,
I'll tell you the difference, nigga, man. And this is not to put my mom on blast at all.
you are.
No, not at all. But I'll tell you the difference. So when I
Just
lived
turn
only
off
with my
the-
mom, right? My dad came pick this up every weekend. When I lived with my dad, my mom never picked us up.
Well,
And she
I
shouldn't.
wouldn't pick you up either.
She should. I wouldn't either.
Now,
Guess who got my
We
kids?
solely
No.
have them. When
Did you
she
hear what he
was
s-
when
all I'm doing,
every
hold on, sis.
weekend
Hold on,
she
sis,
had
sis.
them 5
No,
days
no, no,
out
no,
of
no,
the
no.
week.
Yes.
You came
Hold
on
on.
the
No, 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 no.
weekend.
Yes, but when he had him
already
5
said
days a
that.
week,
He had them
Hold on,
5 days
hold
a
on.
week.
Right.
Hold on,
When
guys.
he had them 5
Mark,
days a
Mark,
week.
hold on,
no.
hold on, hold on.
He said both. I
Baby girl,
understood what he
hold on, hold
said.
on. When they turned 10, my 2 oldest boys, I went and got them. So
As
from
you should.
10
He's my
until
nigga.
they moved out, they
Yes.
stayed with him.
Yes.
24/7.
So
Yes.
and my point is saying that
8
is
more
it.
years.
That's
And
what it's
this is
supposed
not,
to be.
No, hold on. This is not.
No,
This,
they-
I'm not saying that's about my mom. I'm saying if it was the other way around, right? If I live with my mom and grow with my mom, and my dad never came to pick me up on the weekend, it'd be people looking at him like he's crazy.
Yeah.
Right. And my mom had to go drop me off every time. He'd be a deadbeat dad. Right. But what I
No.
that's what I'm not saying. This is the common
That is
denominator.
how that
Maybe
shit
not
goes
y'all.
down.
Okay. But what I'm saying is it's all about perspective. I don't ever remember my mom coming to my dad's house to get us for the weekend. It was either him taking us to L.A. or we stayed with him for the weekend. I didn't see an issue with either one personally, but I'm just saying, sitting on the outside looking in, if the roles were reversed, the world will look at my pops like it's crazy.
and how could
So
you say
I
that?
agree with what he's saying. Like the men,
Okay.
the work
What is
may be,
he saying?
The work may be different.
You ain't
Right?
listening.
The
No,
parenting may
what
be
is
different.
he saying?
said it.
The time
Watch
spent
your
may be
tone.
different, right? All the attention paid may be different, but they're both
Then that
equally as
pull-
important.
Yeah.
They are. We're not saying that they're not equally
I'm not
important.
going
you're
to
saying
sis.
that-
I'm on your team.
I know. I'm agreeing with
Oh,
you.
okay,
I'm
I'm
not
with you. I'm
upset.
on your
I'm
team.
just speaking passionately.
You look
Here's
upset.
the difference. I don't. Here's the difference. Also, I discussed this with my ex-husband. When a young boy, as great of a mother that I think I am, there are certain things that I just cannot teach my son because I am not a man. And so, at some point, me and his father have decided that he will go live with him. No, I'm not gonna come pick Bailey up on the weekends. No, I'm not. Excuse me, gonna do any of those things because it is now time for you to be up under male energy, male stewardship. So I get what he's saying. Outside looking in, it probably would be an uproar if you didn't come on the weekends or whatever. But I also feel like we fall into, and I'm not saying with you, a slippery slope of celebrating the bare minimum. Them your kids. That's
Yeah,
what
but
you're
I-
supposed to do.
You don't
And-
get brownie points.
Here's
for doing what
here's
you're supposed to
here's
do.
what I'm saying.
Listen,
Hold
the
on.
point was Katrina's point that it's not the same, and he brought up that his dad came around.
No.
So-
I didn't
But
come
I think
around.
that's a
I was there
misnomer that's
24.
put
I was there day
Right.
one. I'm saying I never did the thing of okay, now I gotta. No, I wanted to do that.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
wanted to
you
be
had
involved.
enough.
Guess who got custody of my kids?
Who?
They daddy.
So,
That's fine.
So, but here,
That's a good
here-
thing.
I'm proud of me and that stuff up.
Here's the thing, though.
At
You
the
guys
end.
have talked about what you say is right. We listened to a young man that's talked about from the perspective of a child that sees his parents. So what he saw and said, I noticed the fact that my dad always picked me up on weekends and my mom didn't when I was staying with my dad. That's the perspective you ought to be thinking about. Too many times we're thinking about our own
But
perspective.
we were kids,
about,
Hold
on, hold on, hold on,
We're thinking
hold
about our
on.
perspective about, I'm tired, I shouldn't have to. He got raped. No, just because, yes, a man raises a man, that don't mean he don't want to see his mama. So go over there and go see him. Just as much as if he's with you, that we're supposed to go pick up our kids.
Go ahead, K. Go ahead, K. Dizzle.
That
Don't-
part.
Hilarious.
Then guess what?
She ain't gonna-
Don't put it on us
I
that
think-
we're not
listen.
doing, that we're not pulling
Well,
our weight.
I'm not gonna say pulling
ahead,
your
Katie.
it's all perspective
see
and it's
him.
all choice. Like because I grew up, my daddy came around, but the dynamic was based on his interactions with my mother. So like even though like he was a great father, don't get me wrong,
Right.
but whatever they went through, it affected how he wanted to be around me. So like you can't just say like what you guys are saying. I get it. Like and also like that's a want. Like you wanted to be around your kids. You wanted to,
every
right?
single one of them.
Yeah, but everybody don't want
I get that.
You know
That's
what I'm
fine.
saying? Hey,
I
hey,
just said.
listen,
Nope.
listen.
Here, motherfucker.
No, motherfucker.
I said. No, I'm
I'm
not
gonna
saying
let
it.
him
I'm gonna let
I'm
him.
not.
It's his show. It's his show.
I'm not because
Shit.
No, it's
Just
a
went
show.
into his
Just walked
sign
in.
and said,
No, it's a show.
what I'm saying is,
Rub his neck.
What I'm,
That said rub his neck.
Rub
He
his
been trying to
stomach.
boss me
Ponytail
around.
is
Rub
shit.
his stomach. That usually calms
Pop
him
your
down.
dreads, nigga.
Hilarious.
Not pop your
We gotta have more
dread.
than one. We gotta have more than one
No,
perspective.
go ahead. I'm listening.
Just saying. I mean, you know, she just walked in.
It's a
Other
rollout
people
show.
can
Ain't no
oh, so
one
if she was
perspective.
here the whole time, I could do it.
You was gonna do it
But you
anyway.
cut her off in the middle of her perspective. That's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
but look,
That's not
enjoy the
Look
fact
at
that Nikki
Tell
cut him off.
respect. Go ahead, Taylor.
You did cut her
No,
off,
just like,
Speed.
I want you to say
did the
because
right
you're gonna
thing.
do you. You still gonna cut me off. You know what I'm saying?
Apparently.
So
I forgot what I was gonna say. That's why I need you to go.
The age kicks in.
Can I answer G-Mac's question?
Well,
then?
I want her to
Oh
finish.
no,
Let's let her finish.
She said
No, I'm just saying that like at the end of the day,
Oh, I remember now.
It's still. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No.
Would you like penny paste? Stop.
K-Dot, don't stop. Keep going.
No, I work with this nigga.
But you had it.
Go ahead,
You
Keita.
had-
Go
No,
ahead.
no, I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, what you should give the woman is, my mother never talked down about my dad, but she always said, you'll see on your own. You know what I'm saying? So just because you feel like you fulfilled your role and like what you think it is for you, it's still based on the dynamic you had with that child's mother.
That's it.
And how
Well, I
you
was always
were-
cool with the
how-
moms. All
you
the
know what
moms
I'm
I was cool with.
But that, you know how rare that is.
But here's the
Damn.
thing, like you saying you cool, but that's something the woman had to choose to do too, to be cool with you.
But I always go back to y'all motherfuckers. I don't know who y'all be dating that you don't recognize who people are.
Right.
And you knew the motherfucker was fucked up, or they was weird. They talked bad to their mama, or they talked goofy to their dad, or whoever that was. And you didn't see that to go. Well, maybe they might talk.
No,
goofy
but here's
to
the
me, or
thing,
might talk
like
goofy to
everybody
this guy.
meet the representative.
But
when
that's
and
in the
it-
beginning.
But like once you love somebody, you as a woman, we're nurturing. We want to see like if we can. Are you gonna compromise for our love? If I accommodate for what the other thing, if I prioritize the other things you do outside of the things I am recognizing, like that's not in a man's demeanor to do that, but that is a woman. So just for you to sit there and be like, well, you see a motherfucker slap they mama around and shit, I'm not looking at the like, excuse me, I'm not looking at you at like that if I have a pure heart for you.
No, if I see you talk
Tell
bad
it.
to
You
your
gotta-
mama,
you gotta pay attention to
I
the
can't
signs,
fuck.
though.
There's no way you gonna have my
But you're
kid.
talking very unrealistically, Speedy. You make it sound like everybody should know that
Thank you.
it was gonna end like this.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
Most
or,
time-
or
Love
that
is
that
blind.
not that was going to end like that. That person was raggedy.
People
Not
change
not
over time.
Yeah, people change, and you have to remember
Yes,
this.
they
This is
do.
important to remember.
but you
the
know,
the person you divorced is not the person you married. You're dealing with a completely different
actually, I say that's
person
different,
that's
Wanda.
doing things you would never expect a lot of times.
I actually want to
That's a
disagree.
great point.
The person you divorced is the person you married. You didn't pay attention to that person.
Here's the
That's
thing.
what I'm
There you
saying.
go.
The
It
person
depends on what the
They would say
reasoning
that.
is for the
The
divorce.
person that's
2 and 4
drunk
years
is
of
the
I
person that
disagree.
they are. If somebody inebriated, that's who they really are.
Why would I listen to the dude who's been divorced twice? He obviously
part.
don't know what he's talking about.
Right.
2 and
And
4
you
years.
haven't been married,
and
right?
No,
And you been
because I'm
married?
smart.
And how's your
18
relationship with your baby
whole
mama?
years.
going?
I served
It's
my country
horrible.
well.
Hilarious.
But I wasn't married. We're not divorced.
So
High
18
five.
years. No, you,
Never mind.
well, you and Alex, wasn't married?
Fuck you. I hate you.
She said, "Fuck you."
Daddy.
Oh, it's a crack marriage. My bad.
It was common law.
All right.
The marriage is
Hotel
on toilet
love.
paper. But I mean, but
Hotel
I
love.
say, Speedy, I said last little bit that women will think about that and kids understand. That's why it's important what the kids think. You know, I got
So
my.
you let the kids
I-
run your house?
No, that's not what
In
I
your
meant.
marriage?
That's not what I meant.
trying
Listen,
to-
Sound like you
listen,
did.
so you can figure it out.
Not.
But the thing is, what I'm saying to you is that we're talking about mutually raising our children. So yes, the kid's not running, but how they feel about me is important. There was a time my son sent me a picture.
A death threat. Oh,
My
bad.
He shared with me a
Stop
picture.
eating all my snacks.
Shared with me a picture on Instagram.
If you hear when I wake up,
And he said, where it said, show the guy with a shirt said, child support is for the mother, not for failed marriages. So I'm like, okay.
Your son sent you that.
My son sent me that. So I asked him, like, why did he do that? I took it, I shared it, I posted it up there. But then I asked him, like, about a week later when I saw him, I said, why'd you say that? He said, yes, because my mom was talking because at the time I wasn't paying child support. I still don't right now.
You gotta have it to pay it.
Right. Got to file a W-2 to pay it. Anyway, but the fact is that I said, what he said, he said, no, my mom was complaining saying that when she wasn't getting child support that you didn't want to take care of me. And I told her, I said, no, my dad takes care of me, which I do. So my thing is that I understand, he understands. He was a teenager at the time. I understand he understands. He gets it. He sees it. Like you said before, the kids see it after a while. They'll pick it up. I don't have to sit there and badmouth and hate on mom. You're going to find out who they are. So,
But a lot of that comes from frustration. Like I had a single mother, and like I said, my dad wasn't bad at all. Like they had that dynamic, and sometimes he'd be petty because my mom say some shit. But like that money shit just come from like struggle. Like sometimes my mom was just fucking struggling, and like it'd have been nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
To have a
feedback.
little extra
It'd have been
money.
nice. It's like
Yeah.
so like it may not. It could have came out differently. She didn't have to say like, oh, you know, if he paid child support. But like if she out here robbing Peter to pay Paul, it's not gonna come out in a nice way. Like you know what I'm saying. So you gotta.
It's good.
That's why I say it has to be perspective. Like you have to have an understanding, and that's me seeing it. Like oh, you know what I'm saying. Like oh, Dad, you know, it'd be nice if you paid child support because Mom's just struggling right now.
it's child support and is the court order part of it is one thing, but it's are you contributing emotionally and financially to raising your child? I did that.
That's great.
Yeah, and no, I get what you mean. When I say that, because a lot of people say, "Hey, I don't pay child support." No, I raised my kids. I took care of them. He didn't want for anything.
Listen. Let me
Mark's
speak.
kid
let
is
me
a
speak
Mr.
to
Please
I
that.
don't
call
believe
in.
that shit.
Let me speak to that.
He didn't want for anything.
Here's what
guys,
I
we'll
want
talk
because
about
I'm
the
the
shows
baby's
later.
daddy in my situation. Everything, their dad.
Come on now.
His mental health is connected to my kids' mental health. I wouldn't mind helping out his household because it trickles down to my kids and he has them more. So when we talk about child support being for the kids, that's fine. But I'm not there in their house every day. If when he called me for something and I say I don't have it or I think that I don't want to do it because when I fly them here, I don't get any help. We could bicker about that all day. But what is he asking about now? Because if he come home irritated and aggravated, guess who it trickle down to? The mental health of my kids. I'm going to find a way to make it happen because I want them to still have that dad because he has that energy in their house. I think more men should look at when they try to help the child. They should try to help the woman a little bit more from that perspective.
I'd like to sneak this in real quick. Child support is stupid.
Shut up, Nick.
You know why?
You're talking about court order child support.
Any form of child support.
What other kind
Why?
is there?
How are they gonna
I'm
eat?
gonna tell you why.
Just giving money to help.
Not because I don't like kids. Not because I don't like kids.
That's the problem. Everybody thinks it's supposed to go through the courts. They don't have to go through the courts.
I mean, but
Calm down, nigga. You're not paying
All
them.
right. So upset.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna tell you. No, I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm still paying.
This is why child support is stupid.
Yes.
Because I've been to Mexico and kids can take care of themselves.
Okay.
You're stupid.
I'm
We
done.
have a call.
He held us
seen
up
it.
for that dumb shit. That's your show, Speedy.
I seen it.
This nigga's stupid. We have a call. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
McVeigh from Houston.
Hey, McVeigh.
Yo.
What's going on?
Hey,
H-Town.
H-Town.
Hey, what's going on, King? What's going on, Queens? Hey, real quick. Hey, Speedy. You ever heard of Taylor Sheridan, a writer out in Hollywood?
You know he ain't heard of nobody.
You know this nigga don't read.
If it's in a book, he hasn't heard
You
of
ain't new to
them.
this show, nigga. Stop. Go ahead.
Okay.
Keep going,
Let
keep going.
me just say this. Since this is what you're watching Wednesday, I wanted to bring up the shows that I'm watching because I discovered this guy Taylor Sheridan has written about 5 shows that I'm currently binging right now.
Okay, but wait.
And
Does
so,
this have to do with relationships?
go ahead.
Because we're doing relationships. We ain't got to that part yet. Is this?
Well, they want us to move
this
on.
is what you're watching Wednesday.
They
This
want-
is not
they want us to
relationship
move
day.
on.
It doesn't matter.
It's
It's a
what you
3-hour
watching
show.
Wednesday, not
It's
bitch about
3, 4
child support Wednesday.
Okay, let me talk about Let me talk.
No,
let
what's
me
the
talk
shows?
about
Like you
relationships.
want the shows? What's the shows?
Wait. I'm gonna go back. Let's talk about relationships.
No, don't go with
Everyone's relationship is different. Everyone's relationship different, and everyone sees relationships differently.
Right.
So there's no right or wrong to any one of you guys' opinion.
Right.
And so no one is going to convince anyone in that room. So the constant going back and forth is not going to be met with anything constructive.
All right, thank you, McVeigh. Call back for give us your thing. So
Yeah.
let me
Good
set
shit.
the
next segment.
Yeah, let me set the table.
Don't be rolling your eyes at McVeigh. You came in with
When we
was
do
good.
the show, for those who maybe
because he
not
used
watch the show, we never go right into whatever the day is. We meet our guests.
Yeah.
We if they bring up
Lovely
something
ladies.
Topical, we roll with it.
Topical?
So this is the first time this chat room. You guys act like you don't run this goddamn show. So I open the show up,
Wow.
we meet everybody here, we met G-Mac, you meet the people here, and then we work through whatever they got going on. Maybe a joke in there, maybe not. Maybe a great conversation, which that's what it was, a great conversation. It's still what you watching Wednesday, but we don't start what you watching Wednesday right off the top of the bat.
Yeah, niggas.
So we may come back from commercial or come back from a break and say, okay, now it's time to do that. We should reset the table. So you don't have to hit Pam or hit us in the chat room. We see it. Yeah, we do see it. But you don't have to hit us and say, this ain't what the show's about today. It could be about whatever the fuck I want it to be about. 'Cause
Right.
it's my
Preach,
fucking
Speedy.
show.
Wow.
And with that said, you motherfuckers in the chat room, is what you watching your mouth.
Yeah.
What you watching your motherfucking mouth, okay? Watch your mouth, niggas.
McVeigh, I respect you all the time. I never come at you any kind of way, but
Yeah.
it's just a conversation. And sometimes having a conversation, somebody could listen to this and go, well, fuck, I didn't know that. Like, I didn't know that.
I heard cancel your
Hey,
subscription.
who is this nigga?
Sir, cancel your subscription.
Speedy, where you get this
We have another call. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
The views expressed on the chat room are not those of the rollout show.
This is not Speedy. I don't know what the fuck happened to him.
But he's right, though.
Somebody put something in his
You
drink.
better not.
It's
Don't
a
ask what we
What's up?
watching,
It's Will.
motherfucker.
What's going on?
I'm watching Speedy go
Hey, y'all
ham.
all
Don't
right? Speedy,
ask-
you all right?
Nah, nigga. I'm upset
I
because
see
you
the
didn't
chat
give
room
G.
got the blood pressure up.
You didn't give G-Mac his money. That's what we're upset about.
Oh,
Can
is
you
this
give
Will?
him-
Right, yeah.
Well, look.
Oh,
Hey,
Copper,
let
what
me
you
tell you a
want?
quick story
Copper.
about G-Mac, man.
Okay,
Right
yeah,
here, nigga. though.
G-Mac
hear
is one of the greatest guitar players you guys have ever known.
for sure.
I'm
much.
telling you.
Well,
Right.
Bootsy Collins. And
G-Mac came through, man, when I was working at Motown, dude. He came and helped me out when we were on Melrose at Creek Alley. You remember Creek Alley?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yes.
saying. The place that Denzel on,
Yeah.
right? Freak out, right?
Yeah, that's where we got started, man. But G-Mac and the band was so good that the place was packed, and we had to find a place big enough to hold everybody. And that's when we went to Luna Park. And I'm telling you, man, the Polyester Players at the time was the greatest band out there on the set.
It really
I'm telling
was.
you.
In L.A.
Hey, Will.
Yeah.
Will.
I mean, everybody, that was the spot to be. I'm telling you, G-Mac is one of the greatest guitar players out there,
Musicians.
man. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Yeah, he is. And one of the greatest, like one of those, that
Oh,
band.
Will wanted to get his shit in.
For all of us, like in the LA area who was running the streets and hanging out or whatever, that band
Exactly.
meant so much to LA, especially at that time.
And here's the other part of
Exactly.
that.
So I want to make sure I give him his props,
Yeah, he's
man.
definitely
He-
getting his
And
props.
his money.
Yeah, and his money.
We
And
want
his
your
money.
props.
You check with that.
No, I mean, and that wasn't a diss to you, Sleepy, because you were a major part of everything happening. You brought me over to that place. If
Aw.
you never brought me there, it would have never happened. So everything that happened, you were at the foundation. You went to the record company.
What, he
and said,
arrested
"Hey,
you?"
We need to do this.
This is before you
Even though
became a
we had
cop.
good intentions, we just never got paid.
Yeah.
All right.
My
Cash
bad,
app.
man. If it was me,
Cash
I'll
app
bring
out.
that up later.
Yeah, we bring it up later. All right. All right, Will, we got to get another call.
Hey.
We want to say, caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, it's Nakia from the Bay.
Hey, Nakia
Nakia.
from the
Yo,
Bay.
yo.
And Nikia.
Hey. Hi, Speedy.
Oh, that sounds flirtatious.
Hey,
Speedy
Nikia.
had an attitude. She probably got turned on.
Hey,
Hi, Speedy.
Sound like she want to eat a donut off your back.
I'm trying to give you some nice energy and bring that Virgo-ness down in your ass.
I have great energy.
You're
Right
doing too
now.
much right now.
Yeah. What's up?
I love you. I love you, and I understand that you getting kind of hypey right now. So
No,
baby,
no,
come
I
again.
wasn't. No,
Yeah.
Nikia, I wasn't getting hypey.
You definitely were
my,
getting
my
hypey.
thing is, we do this all the time on the show. We never start the show off with whatever
Never.
the day is about. we
they
get
know
in. We
this.
get into
They
the
know
people that's here, find out what they're doing, and then go into whatever that week
After
that
the
show's
break.
about. You know that. Y'all know that.
But Speedy, we exactly. We all know this, and every week when you do it, we give you shit in the chat room about it. It's all jokes, baby.
I don't look at the chat room. I can give a fuck.
Well, nigga, stop looking at the chat room.
I said I don't.
Shit, don't look at the chat room.
I'm gonna turn it off. How about that?
They don't. No, you better not turn that chat room off. We got to go to your
Right now. That's
So
hilarious.
you just turn the chat room off, nigga. Because I'll just start giving you my jokes from your text messages. How about that?
You got to sing a number.
Wow.
Oh, so you got Mr.
Wow.
Boss, you got the boss's number?
Really, Pam?
That's
Hey, that's what
yeah.
you
That's
said.
what you got out there?
She got the
That's what I
landline.
got out.
Hey, Speedy.
You get a recording every time. I am not home.
Listen, that made y'all feel some type of way, huh? That nigga checked y'all like, hey.
Niggas.
Hey,
My
Now
show.
y'all calling in and shit.
Thank-
We
thank
always do this.
Thank you,
All right,
Nikia.
all right.
Hi,
So-
Nakia. How you
we'll-
doing, Nakia?
We'll take a quick break. Come back.
Nakia,
I
Mark
guess
said hi.
with some shit they want to do. So we'll take a quick break. Don't move. It is
Hey,
going
hey.
out live with Speedy and
Wait,
Friends. And
Mark wants to say hi.
Hi, Nakia.
Oh, she gone.
It's over.
We hungry.
But here's a man that's never going to walk down a dark street. Not in Beverly Hills or wherever he lives in Texas. I have no.
Did he say the street was